According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics, inflation is at 8.3%. This is terrible. This is making it harder and harder for the American people to buy food in 2022. There's a food shortage. There's also a price surge. And this is why pandemic EBT is needed. And that $95 extra every single month that millions and millions of families are getting, this is essential. Here's what we know. Even though inflation is set at 8.3%, food itself is currently sitting at 9.4%. But I have to ask, is it really just 9.4%? And I ask this because bacon is up 2.5% since last month. Chicken is up 3.4% since last month. Eggs are up 10.3% since last month. Coffee is up 2.4%. Butter is up 3.7%. And even milk, 3.1% since last month. All of these are in 1 month. That is 1 month, 30 days. What's insane is the U.S. U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics is saying food is only up 9.4%. But yet all these things I just addressed rose in 1 month. Here's the interesting thing. What's interesting right now is SNAP benefits is one of the largest federal assistance programs in the United States. And nobody's talking about the shortcomings of the program. Yeah, the program does cover roughly 40 million people with food every single month. And this is needed. The program has also given a boost over the past 2 years of about $95 every single month. Again, that is needed. And currently, 38 states are still sending out payments of those $95 for pandemic EBT. That's an incredible bonus. But again, this was passed back in 2021. This $95 was given in 2021. We've seen, the amount of food that is gone up. It's insane. But outside of that, outside of the additional $95, many families are still finding it difficult to pay for food in 2022. Now, I know I'm going to get this question quite a bit. I already have got this question a bunch from people over the past week, but a lot of people are asking, which states are no longer sending out payments? This pandemic EBT supplemental allotment. So let me address that really quick. Here are the states that are not sending out payments anymore, and I will address the last check that they've received. First, we have Arizona. Arizona last sent their supplemental allotment checks back in April. Okay, so just a month ago. Florida, they ended their emergency SNAP benefits in July 2021. Idaho, the last emergency check went out in March 2021. Indiana, the final check went out in April 2022. Iowa, last payments went out in March 2022. Kentucky, April was their final payment. Minnesota, April again was their final payment. Mississippi, their payments expired in January of 2022. Missouri, they ended their payments on August 2021. Montana ended July 2021. Nebraska ended July 2021. North Dakota, they are starting to phase out emergency SNAP, and they started to do this last month, back in April. Nevada, their last boosted payment was sent out in April. South Dakota, the last payment was July 2021. Tennessee, these boosted payments ended the end of 2021. So all of 2022, not received a thing. In Vermont, the final payment will be sent out on May 13th. Again, that is actually today. Okay, so that is today. The final payment will be sent out today. Wyoming, they started this month. Okay, beneficiaries will only get their regular SNAP benefits. That's starting this month. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Those are the states that are currently either ending the programs or have ended them so far. All right. Now, I bring this up. Okay, I bring this up because a lot of people are asking, should they apply for benefits? Is it too late? Will they receive any of the previous supplemental allotment? Here's my response. Is it too late to sign up for SNAP benefits? No, absolutely not. You can still do this, and I highly recommend that you do. Is it too late to get supplemental benefits and the supplemental allotment? Yes, it is. You will not be getting any retroactive payment. Okay, that's not going to happen. They're not going to send that to you. So if you live in a state that's still sending it out, I'd highly recommend, if you qualify or if you are not sure if you qualify, apply. Just go ahead and apply and see. The worst thing that could happen is they tell you that no, you do not qualify for benefits. But again, one of the questions, I get this all the time, is, okay, if I do apply, well, how long would it take me to receive benefits? Well, here's my answer. What we know is it takes roughly 6 weeks after your application is processed in order to start receiving benefits. So if you need help now, just understand the benefits, these payments, they're not going to come out for about 6 weeks. So if you need help today, well, you should have probably applied 6 weeks ago. You get what I mean? So that's the issue there. Now, here's what I can tell you. I don't want you going to a store worried that you cannot afford the food that they're selling. Can't afford any food for yourself or your family. Make sure you apply. The pandemic EBT benefits are still there. 38 states are still sending them out. Okay, make sure you go and apply. One thing I can tell you, one thing you need to keep in mind is that the federal government has money set aside in their budget for this program. They actually put more money in this program than they actually need, because, well, what if they actually need the money? They don't want to be short. Okay, so there's a lot of money in this program for food and nutrition. Just to give you an idea, in 2020, we saw a record number of families apply for SNAP benefits. The government spent $122 billion. In 2020, the federal budget was $4.79 trillion. So for food and nutrition, we are only spending about 2.5% of our federal budget on food and nutrition. And again, this is one of the biggest programs. Okay, one of the biggest federal programs in the United States, and we're only spending 2.5% of our budget. That's the reason why I'm telling you, go and apply. The money's there. They just need people to give it to. Again, taxpayers are paying this. If you are working and yet you are collecting benefits, you're paying into this. You are paying to get this, okay? So just keep that in mind, that the benefits are there. If you don't know if you qualify or not, just go and sign up, okay? Go and apply and just see. You can also go and ask, hey, this is what I make every single month. This is how many kids I have, and all that stuff. And they will tell you, no, you don't actually qualify, or yes, you do. All right? So just want to leave you with that. I know a lot of people are still wondering, what can we do if food is getting so expensive? Well, apply for SNAP benefits. That's the first thing you should do. All right? So if you have any questions, please ask your questions down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys on the next one.